It's Week 7 of the 2022 season. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Broncos and the Jets, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge. But Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
And off we go from Denver. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Wilson going to come out throwing. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 71 yards.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
Second down and 8. Wilson will throw again. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. And now to common sight, at least on this drive, a momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here we go with Williams. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 53 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
On second down, Elliott. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
He finds Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the season. And the Jets push the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Elliott, toss right. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The Jets at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Elliott, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ezekiel Elliott.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0.
Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
That penalty is
Joseph Charlton on now to punt.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man is Uzama. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here is some of the division.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
DJ Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. A first down carry by Elliott.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 26.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Rodgers now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A dump off to Elliott, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 6.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 3 quarters have come and gone. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He completes it to Beckham. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. That time, a 9-play drive.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Point after up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On play action, Rodgers.
Comeback route in the pass complete to Beckham.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 15-yard touchdown play. And the Jets have pretty well pulled away in the 4th quarter.
It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Zerline now for the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On 1st down, Wilson.
That's caught left side by Jeudy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Now Wilson.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson.
Out quickly to Jeudy. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick from 8 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Flacco. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Operating off play action, Flacco. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
On third down, here's Hall.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. One last shot for Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And, in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they'll return.